And first at 5, a different sight today in Del Rio. The 15,000 migrants once under the international bridge are now all gone. Steve.
That's right, Ursula. The story now in Del Rio is not so much under the international bridge, but it's kind of all those migrants, at least 15,000, mostly Haitians, that were asking for asylum. What happened to all of them? That is part of the confusion in Del Rio today. But first, let's get you updated on exactly what happened underneath the international bridge. The area around the international bridge here in Del Rio being bulldozed earlier today. Since Sunday, more than a dozen repatriation flights, as they're called, have returned more than 1,900 migrants back to Haiti. Another 3,900 are being processed in the U.S. Earlier today, President Joe Biden sharply criticizing the actions of Border Patrol agents on horseback, calling the scene beyond embarrassing. Those agents have been placed on administrative leave.
To see people treated like they did, horses barely running them over, people being strapped, it's outrageous. I promise you those people will pay.
There will be an investigation, is what the president promised. And for the people who called Del Rio home, what started as a trickle on Tuesday turned into a deluge of migrants. And as we said, the story today moving from the bridge and the border to, believe it or not, a small community center with a soccer field.
With a lot of people coming through. In 3 days, we did over 1,000, and I don't even know the numbers for 5 days.
A busy place with new people coming in by the minute, some by van, some sent from the White House. This is a group of Haitian Americans here to help, instead finding confusion. Tiffany Burrows of the Val Verde Humanitarian Border Coalition has been on the front lines of this humanitarian crisis. Each Haitian telling her the same thing.
They're eager to reach their final destination. They're eager to be with their families and reunite with loved ones. And they're eager to start their new life in a country that's safe.
Border Patrol vans like these show up unannounced and drop off families at the Val Verde Center. Some families with very young children. They'll be taken care of until they get on a bus to Houston, El Paso, or San Antonio.
We are in contact with people who are here and in Haiti who are calling me and asking if I can help them find where their children are, brother, cousin, so on and so forth.
With a Haitian flag in hand, this group and others are trying to help these migrants. They were promised a tour under the bridge and the opportunity to visit with some of these people. Instead, they found a cleaned up site, a handful of families, in a Val Verde community center that had no idea they were coming.
Emotionally, it is degrading, humiliating, and it's not what should have happened in 2021.
On the border, underneath this bridge, in 100-degree heat, and now we are told they're not there. So then what happened to them? Where did they go?
The pastors that you just heard from are a group of pastors who came here from Pennsylvania, from Maryland, and from California. They are also among a group of people looking for answers as to what happened to all those migrants who were under that international bridge as recently as yesterday. They have been scattered, but where exactly are they? And I want to talk a little bit about the people of Del Rio. The bridge to Acuna, which is kind of a lifeline for a lot of people in this city, has been closed since Friday. It has not been reopened, even though underneath the bridge has been cleared out. That has caused some businesses in Del Rio to even have to close their doors for a time. We're going to talk more about the people in Del Rio and the spirit that has come out of the last week and a half. That comes your way at 6 o'clock. Live in downtown Del Rio, Steve Spriester, KSAT 12 News.